Let's start off talking baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh, shit.
Been so long since we got to do baseball at the top of the show, Scott. I'm so excited. But Shohei is obviously the news of the week in the baseball world. Signs a 10-year contract worth $700 million. Absolutely absurd numbers. He's basically being paid. Did you just do the Dr. Evil, Scott?
Yeah, I mean $700 million. Like, I feel like you have
money.
to. It is such a number. Like, it's wow. Fucking wow. You know what I remember? I remember the first $100 million contract. Do you remember the first $100 million contract, Mike? Do you remember who signed it?
No, I don't remember the first 100. I remember when A-Rod but he was like
funny enough
300, right?
Well, yeah, funny enough, as I think about who actually ended up signing him to the contract, it was the motherfucking Dodgers. But it was Kevin Brown. When Kevin Brown became a free agent after that 97 World Series, he was the first ever person. Maybe he was first ever pitcher, but yeah, I remember it being a big deal that he signed a $100 million contract. And it was, it was from the Marlins to the Dodgers. So
you were right. It was 99, 7 years, $100 million. Kevin Brown. Wow.
Yeah. And so here you are, the first time you remember where you were, because I remember where I was when I got the text, and I had to do a double take. I was walking up the stairs at my child's birthday party. I don't remember to do what. I just remember looking at my phone and almost tripping up the stairs because I was like, does that say 7 and 2 zeros? 7 and 2 fucking zeros for 10 years? What?
And the craziest part, so, okay, when I see the news, I'm like, that's insane money. I can't believe somebody paid him $700 million over 10 years. That's ridiculous. And then the next day is when the news came out about the deferment. And that's when everybody found out that not only is he making $700 million, but they have rigged this contract in such a way that Shohei Ohtani is making $2 million a year for 10 years and then $68 million a year for the next 10 years. The deferred money on this is ridiculous. Like, the Dodgers deserve an award for totally screwing over not just Shohei Ohtani, but the entire MLB with this deferment strategy. Like, I cannot believe they let them get away with doing this. I have no idea how that's possible. Go ahead, Luke.
Sorry, I don't know what's funnier. Take chiming in saying this man can afford to have a yacht demolition derby and still be rich. I don't know. It's the holiday season, but I'm still gonna burn Scott. That Robert Taylor asked him if his kid had to help Scott hang the piñata.
I don't know what's worse, the tired ass short joke or the fact that you would think that I have a fucking piñata in my goddamn house. It's fucking crazy. I'm not having kids swing anything around me. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like baseball though, right? Kind of.
Yeah,
Mookie,
and I'm
not
far away from them when they're doing that.
As somebody who's not a baseball fan, how'd you take the news of this contract?
I exclaimed, "What the fuck?" out loudly, and immediately was asked, "Why am I swearing in front of the children?" Because, like, what was
Especially the ones that you're not supposed to be within 1,000 yards of.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I swear I got it written in that, like, if they're related by blood, I had like a dispensation or whatever. But,
I couldn't change the camera because I was laughing too hard. I almost fell. That was well done, Scott. I apologize to the video audience that just had to watch Scott while Mookie was talking. Change the camera because that was so well done. That was so well done.
Here you go, Scott.
That's it. Fuck them kids, but no, don't tell Mookie that, apparently.
Hey, man, I gave up drinking for them. I should be able to do. Never mind.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I'm just. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Like
it breaks down to $3,001 per minute. That's how much
I always love those minute by minute, second by second, by at bat breakdowns. God, they're so great. It makes you just feel like such a fucking piece. Like looking at the numbers and just thinking, wow, I'll never do anything in my whole entire life that earns that much money in that frame of time. And this man will do it for swinging a fucking piece of wood at a piece of rubber. Oh God! God bless America, man. God bless capitalism. God bless America. Like, woo! There's nothing that makes you shittier feeling about a human being. Like, I really struck out on the whole fucking evolutionary like genetic thing. Like, god damn. Like, you really don't have to rub it in. Like, I can't dribble with my left. I gotta see that there's this guy who can do both things in baseball at the fucking top of the sport and make $700 million for it.
It's so crazy. And Tyson asking the question in the comments, I don't know much about baseball, but isn't Ohtani worth it?
See, that's what I was wondering.
Does this set
a precedent?
Hold up. Maybe he's worth it. You have to understand, Ohtani is currently recovering from his second Tommy John surgery. So we don't know if he's going to come back as the same pitcher that he was. He's an amazing hitter. Absolutely. Not a $700 million worth hitter. Like that's crazy.
Who cares about winning?
Dodgers sell that much in Ohtani jerseys in the first year.
Right.
He is already
in the first 48 hours.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Records.
Surpassed Messi. Messi going to Inter Miami did not sell as many jerseys.
I did not see that coming. That him switching teams would mean that he would become the highest selling jersey across sports, period. The fastest selling jersey across sports. That's insane to me.
Well, no,
I know, because I think Ohtani is big. I'm uber baseball fan, and I even know that within the world of baseball, he's big. But I didn't think that he was that big because I know how big some of those other people are, and baseball just usually does not rate. So, like, that's another astonishing thing to add to the list of this whole fucking end result.
I mean, it makes sense though, because you had all those Japanese baseball fans going, "Oh shit, Ohtani's playing baseball again!" Like, it's great to see him in the league after his 5-year hiatus. Like, he's finally in a market where people will know that he exists.
Dude, that was so poorly executed. No, it wasn't too far. It's that like all of Japan has watched his every move, no matter what he's done for like. So like you just
but it's like he never mattered in LA. Like honestly, like his career, nothing mattered that he did there. It was great.
Hold up, pause.
But
Mookie just said Shohei Ohtani never mattered in LA. So now it's good that he signed with LA.
Yes,
and now he matters. Like,
yes, it is 100% true. That's exactly what it is. Everything he did prior, pointless, didn't matter. No one was paying attention. But now that he's in LA, in a big market, people are going to pay attention. They're going to tune in. They're going to be able to watch him. They're going to see him perform. Like,
to be fair, he was not in LA previously, so you're right. He was in Anaheim, so it's a good point.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Yes,
Rex
I was right.
Asking the question: how much is guaranteed if he were to get injured?
All of it.
Rex, baseball contracts are all guaranteed. He is making $700 million if he never plays another inning of baseball for the rest of his life. He could break a leg tomorrow and be in a wheelchair and never be able to play baseball again. And the Dodgers owe him every single penny of that $700 million. It is.
Although if that did happen, there's insurance and they would not pay like they. Well, but still, yes, they would be. They would be fun. I mean, I was gonna say he gets all of the money. I was gonna say the Dodgers would not be out $700 million in that instance, but they would still have to pay a sizable amount for him to never play for them.
So like, I still don't get some of it though. That like, if you're willing to take such a haircut in the deferred money, why do you need $700 million? Like, why push the top end that far if you really clearly don't give a shit about the cash?
Well, like, because there's a couple reasons. One, I mean, it's a status thing. Like, I mean, like, to be able to say, like, people are talking about this amongst everything. Like
Good
Good
Morning
Morning
America.
America.
Good
Morning
America. If
America.
he does,
No,
he's
no,
taking
no,
more
no,
than
it's
$2
not-
million a year, man.
Dude, it's just it goes into the entire part of your legacy. Like it's not anything that he necessarily cares about, but it's just one of those things that comes with like the territory. Like it's part of the thing that builds the whole mystique. Like he may not necessarily care about it at a fundamental level, but like his agent and everybody surrounding him, like the whole thing has to come together. So yeah, I mean it's an important part of it. Like, and why did he push it to 70? I mean, there's reports out there that like, you know, they offered 650, but it would have been without like all these deferrals. And he's like, fine, if you push it to 700, then I'll do it. Like, so he definitely had a number in mind. And again, who's breaking
baseball's stupid?
Like
it's
nobody's breaking this anytime soon either.
Matters.
Like he's gonna have this record for a while.
Yeah, there's and it's because nobody is this type of talent, both pitching and hitting. Like nobody, we've never seen that. This is Babe Ruth at another level, is what we're seeing in Shohei Ohtani. But Mookie, to your point,
and this is becoming like I mean, Shohei is essentially like made a move to make himself like Jordan. Jordan transcended the sport. Like Shohei is trying to transcend the sport. Like he's not going to say that out loud, but I mean, like that's like he's trying to be like, they don't want him to say, and he someday wants it to be the Shohei Ohtani, like not the Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
like that's the ultimate goal.
Read the comment.
And you want to talk about transcending the sport? Well, Matt Stanton's got it exactly right here. Just wait until he's in the new Godzilla movie.
Race hard.
Matt said it. It wasn't me, man.
I'm just pulling the card. Mookie, to your point though about why would he defer that money? You have to realize Shohei Ohtani was on a team with arguably the other greatest baseball player we've ever seen in the history of the sport, in Mike Trout. You had two players on that team that were hands down the greatest players that have ever played the game, and they didn't do shit. Shohei Ohtani, the next time he plays in the playoffs will be the first time. He's never made it to the playoffs. So he defers all of this money because in 10 years, he's going to be 39 years old. The window is only so small. So he's like, I'll take a cut now. I don't care about the money. I got sponsorships out the ass. I'll take the cut now so that you can spend money on other guys that give me a team that actually makes it to the playoffs and actually wins World Series, and then give me the cash. Like get me my championships now. I'll take the cut so that I can get my championships, and then later on I get my money. That's what this is all coming down to, because it's 10 years. He's going to be 39 years old and then start making $68 million a year. That's fucking insane, man. That is insane.
I can't wait until, in true baseball fashion, there's an argument in the locker room about who gets paid the most. And someone calls out Shohei for only making $2 million a year. And then he's like, oh, hell no. And then it's that like hold me back moment. Cause he's like, nah, motherfucker. Like you can come at me like that. Nuh-uh, I'm the $700 million man. Damn it. Like,
I don't think that Shohei's got that in him. Like,
no,
Shohei's that kind of guy.
Shohei would like
Shohei about that noise.
Would, like send him a link to the deal, like the announcement of the deal. Like wouldn't even say anything, just be like, just so you remember. Like
I don't even think he would do that. I feel like if somebody was trying to call him out, he would literally just walk away. Like Mookie, Joe Kelly gave up the number 17 for Shohei Ohtani. Like that, you don't do that if you're going to rag on a guy for only making $2 million. He's the best goddamn baseball player in the history of the sport. They're not going to rip on him for only making $2 million.
I mean, they won't now, but just wait till things go south in Doyerland, and then it'll get nasty fast.
Matt Barr saying Shohei is the nicest guy on the face of the earth.
Dude, no, I'm not working. Fuck that. I'm sitting my ass right here. Take a lap. Get out of here. You take a lap.
Oh shit, guys, hang on. Mookie, get the rap air horn ready, because
got it.
Tyson said, if you want to get technical, Trevor Bauer does both pitching.
Yeah, I saw that. You're still late. Jesus Christ.
Scott, I think you froze too. That's awful.
Yep.
I
there it
did,
is.
of course.
Damn it.
Classic.
We can still hear you, though.
Those boys just
I was gonna say, as long as you can still hear me, as long as I'm still out there in radio
we can
land.
hear you. We'll navigate around. We'll get camera shots around you here. All right, so that's the Shohei news. This domino falls. I still don't think it makes a difference. Like the Dodgers, they're gonna Dodger. Like I don't feel like I don't feel like this is gonna be the move that gets him over the hump. And helps them get a World Series that doesn't happen during a COVID year. Like I just
got him. Fucking got him.
It's worth going to Frozen Scott for the got him. All right, let's see. Tyson said, "Is he going to bring the home run hat to LA?" That's a great question because I was wondering.
Samurai hat.
What's that, Scott?
Isn't it a helmet, not a hat?
It is this. It's a samurai helmet.
Yeah, okay, but is that the one that they referring to? Like, is
yes,
that?
I think that's what Tyson's saying, and Scott is now gone completely. Yes, that is what Tyson is saying. The samurai hat celebration that the Angels did with Shohei, does that come with him? That's the type of stuff we got to get to, Mookie. Is that celebration? Does that or do the Angels get super petty and keep that celebration without Shohei Ohtani on the roster?
Oh, 100%. They better. Like, if they don't, that's the biggest missed opportunity in all the world. Well, I mean, did they actually do it often enough to make it theirs last year?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I guess because they did it when he would hit dingers, and he hit plenty of dinger slingers.
And Mike Trout also.
He was allowed to wear the hat?
Yes.
Yeah, Gabe's right.
It's like the Reds Viking helmet thing, and
it does seem a little racist, but I believe we did a story on the show last year about how Shohei brought the helmet. Like it's like not authentic, but it's not just like some cheap piece of shit he bought at like the Hobby Lobby.
Right. Scott, we're talking here. I don't know if you heard, but we want to know if the Angels go super petty and just keep the samurai celebration for themselves. Even
oh no, I must have got cut off with what I was saying because I was saying it'd be hilarious if Shohei was like, "I'm fucking taking this with me now. Now that I'm not here, you do this shit. It's fucking racist. Fuck you. This has to be with me, or it's racist. So fuck you, your samurai helmet. This is mine now."
Tank said Shohei will be at Rolling Loud 2024.
So I don't get it.
Scott, I got to ask you about Ed's. I haven't the Reds signed Bauer or Votto yet. Let me start with the Bauer thing. So I don't know if you saw that, but Trevor Bauer put out on Twitter that he would love to come back to Cincinnati because of course he would, because he would love to come back to any team in the MLB. He doesn't care which team. It was he was like, I love my time in Cincinnati. I would love to. No. That's what I would say to that. No, I don't want Trevor Bauer on my team. I would be very, very upset if the Reds signed Trevor. I understand they need pitching help. Do not sign Trevor Bauer. Like, am I blind for doing that, Scott, for taking a stand of like, I refuse to support the Reds signing Trevor Bauer?
No, I mean, when has one of these contracts that somebody thinks they're getting a discount, or, well, if you're the Browns, I guess it wasn't a discount, but like, oh, I'm going to get one of these guys who shouldn't be available, but they've had something really dumb happen in their life and it has to do with the law. Let me go on ahead and sign them and it'll be all good. Like I said, I was immediately thinking like usually you get a discount, but the Browns were like, no, we don't want a discount. We'll pay you the most ever. We're fucking idiots. But I mean, usually these guys come with like a discount, right? Because, you know, the PR hit. But this one just isn't worth it because he was like a piece of shit personality. Like, I like Trevor Bauer. I don't have a problem with him, but I get like why he's like extra abrasive, extra asshole-ish. Like, you know, with a young team like the Reds too, like you just don't need to bring in a guy like that. if you were gonna take a risk on a Trevor Bauer, it'd have to be some like real shit franchise that's just like, yeah, we'll pay you the absolute league minimum, and with the idea that they're probably just gonna flip him or something. But like Colorado's like, we could use some pitching, like maybe Trevor Bauer said, I don't know, nobody can pitch here anyway. So hey, Trevor, if you can come pitch here, then you can pitch anywhere, right?
I just don't want that guy around. I don't think they need.
I do think that he should get a second chance too. I'm just like, you're just like, I don't want to be with my team, right? Like,
right. Like look, there's
let it come from the Pirates or something.
Things yeah, exactly. Go to a team that I already hate, so that I can then hate that team more for a reason, right? Scott said PR hit when talking about Trevor Bauer.
I guess I did. I guess I turned a phrase.
Speaking of turning phrases, our boy Caesar checking in, pointing out that the crew are poverty Austin FC.
Caesar, we miss you, man. Tell moms we said hi.
That's right. Tell moms, give her our best. Although, see, here's the other thing. I don't feel bad because I know Caesar's eating good tonight. Because if mom's is cooking, like, man, I can.
Also, it's probably good that he's off with moms. We don't have to hear him gloating about the fucking Cowboys beating the Eagles like anybody gives a shit.
Yeah, let's not. But Sarah also checking in said
Sarah.
that she's drinking that, Mike. So if
Einstock Olgerd Winter Ale.
Yeah.
And then Mike stepped into the box and knocked a home run out.
That was
after Mookie thought he was going to stumble all over.
I hate the shit out of that beer name right there.
Yeah, you did.
Give me $700 million.
I was going to give you the semi-racist hat, or no, I guess it's contextually racist, right? Is that
you give us Robert's beer that he was drinking because he finally
Mike, I'm gonna give you $700 million. But we got to defer it until I'm 90 years old. Okay. So I'll give you 70 million, but I'm not paying you a goddamn cent until I'm 90. Right. All right.
This sounds like a great deal for me. I don't know.
All right, cool. Oh yeah. No interest on that. I promised in the meantime, I promised to build a better team around us. So that
all right. Deal. That sounds great. I'm in for that. Robert checking in now that he's back home. He's drinking Noble Ale Works, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hangover. Great beer.
Wow.
Solid beer awesome. 10.5% porter, brewed chocolate, crystal, and Munich malt. There's the crystal.
What's with the crystal again?
Everybody's doing crystal tonight. What is happening here?
I need to do some crystal.
Did we just stumble on something that our listeners on Wednesday get down with the crystal meth? Like,
is
that what's happening here?
We got a bunch of Heisenbergs in the comment here.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays. He said also dark Belgian candy syrup would disappoint it so hard multiple times. I want to bring up something that Gabe pointed out. Gabe said, but Joe Mixon, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Equating Trevor Bauer. And I listen, I could be wrong on this, but this is my justification. What Joe Mixon did was abhorrent and it's terrible. And the difference being between the two that I see is Joe Mixon apologized for what he did and has tried to make amends and has tried to become a better person and has done things to, try to improve his image. Whereas Trevor Bauer just keeps doubling down and keeps attacking the alleged victims and more than just the most recent one where the case was dropped. He continues to double down. So that's where in my mind I can kind of justify between the two and be like, listen, what Mixon did was shitty, but at least he said he was sorry. At least there's something there, right? I don't know. The other thing that I wanted to bring up is Ed's question about Joey Votto. Mookie, what are you laughing at?
Dude, I'm sorry. The comments are just fire right now. We got people going at each other. We got people chiming in and building off one another. Caesar did also post his drink saying, greeting for my weekly dinner with my mom, drinking 0 sugar 7-Up, not old enough to drink around her. Sarah then clapping back with apparently not old enough to have sugar either. To which Caesar just points out very clearly somewhere here. He says, I just don't. Oh, yeah. He doesn't like sugar sodas. And then Gabe pointing out after Ed tried to call out that Lane Stephenson's back in the league.
Wow.
But he called him a Xavier killer, and Gabe correctly pointing out that, sorry, UC also lost to Xavier when Lance Stevenson was around. So there's that. Plenty of other stuff too we can get to later, but I couldn't. I mean, like Ed Mayhall, Caesar, keep Jason Kelsey's name out your mouth. Caesar clapping back with that balloon can eat a bag of dicks when it's Cowboys Eagles week. So like, oh,
that balloon.
Apparently, Trevor had consent. Allegedly. So,
oh my God. Wow. That's
yeah. Oh,
and now you're caught up.
Sarah's saying she's left out. She feels like she's got to get some crystal. Thinks she has some bath salts laying around somewhere.
Good Jesus.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sorry, Mike. You were saying about serious topics about domestic abuse.
The other question that got raised by Ed was the Reds signing Votto. Why haven't they done that yet? They did go out and get a free agent, but I feel like it's the longer this goes, the less the less of a chance. Did you see, Scott, that Joey Votto cleared out his Instagram? Like, this is now the sign that there's a move that things have moved on. No reference to the Reds.
No.
Every picture was deleted. It's gone. His Instagram is blank slate.
No.
It's done, right?
This is. I was gonna say this is when they break up with you and you finally change your status. Like, yeah, I delete that bitch picture out. Like, I don't even fucking like her no more. Like, I never loved that bitch anyway. So I'm just gonna delete all existence of her. Like, for Joey, he's just like, I've never even played baseball. I don't even know what the fuck baseball is. Look at me when I played minor league ball, like major league ball. Never heard of it.
Guys, he's got. I gotta pull this up now. He has one picture on his Instagram. This was from 6 days ago. It's over.
Why is it such a bad breakup though? Like, Joey's just old,
because he played here for 17 years, man. He should have retired red. He should have retired.
But like, can he really get that butthurt about them not re-signing him?
Well, I think he understands it's a business, but I also think he realizes he's given his entire career to the organization. It would have been nice if they gave him one last trip around, right? Like, and I don't know,
the old farewell tour, like
I hate to say it, but
guys in his shoes, like. But I mean, he's probably willing to take like the vets minimum to do it too. Like, I think that they should. Like, I don't know. I mean,
it's the fucking
they've
Reds.
got a lot of they've really got a roster crunch, so it's tough to argue too, because roster wise it doesn't work, but
very crowded in.
The Reds don't want to pay
you
people
gotta
to
find
actually
a way.
do work. Why would they pay Joey Votto?
You pay him the $7. I thought for sure the plan was you give him a $7 million buyout, you sign him to a year contract for like $8 or $9 million to be an every other day player, DH, like just a mentor in the clubhouse. And I think that was the plan. And then it didn't work because Votto feels like Votto still bangs. He deserves decent money. He deserves to be an everyday player. And then
I want to tie this back because this is a point I made with my brother. What's to stop him from being like, all right, you want to play here, Joey? Fine, but you gotta show you want to play here. So you got to take less money and you got to defer that shit. You got to take one of these Shohei contracts. We'll pay you, I don't know, $3 million, but we're deferring all of that shit except for 500,000 of it. Except for the next 3 years, then we'll start paying you the rest of it. Like if I'm an owner now, like that's the new thing, right? Like you gotta throw that at everybody. Like, oh man, how you gonna walk into the locker room? You didn't take less. You could have deferred this shit. Like people out there trying to eat, man, and you're going in there selfishly making what your market value is. What does that make you look like? Take this Shohei deal and take your deferred fucking money with no interest. I guess we know how I'd operate if I was
exactly. Scott is like, thank God for deferred contracts. Scott's plan is to sign everybody to $0, but defer the shit out of it 20 years down the road, and then sell the team before he has to pay it out. That's what Scott would do.
We'll win 15 championships, and then I'll be like, all right, well, time to go. Those deals are about to come up. I'm out. Take the money.
Oh shit, that check's due. Okay, guess what? What are you gonna do?
Where are you gonna go?
Ships? I don't think
exactly. So. Like, you didn't take my kids. You can't take these ships.
Thanks, OWG Scott on the financials. And then, okay, I love this. I love that what Caesar has sparked in the comments now, because Caesar said just sign him to an NIL deal with one of the chili places. And then Ed pointing out that Joey likes Skyline, and Rex Million saying, now batting Votto 6th with his Skyline chili bat. Try delicious Skyline chili.
That would be so great. I would go to the park to watch that shit. I tell you what.
I do want to just hear the announcer have to do ad reads on players walking up. Like, no more music. It's just the announcer doing an ad read. But
and anyways, no, it would be music, because it'd be the Skyline jingle.
That's true.
Right?
To come up with the Skyline song.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened before already.
So Votto deleted everything from his Instagram. There is one post now on his Instagram that he posted 6 days ago.
Ooh.
Guys, it's over, because if we look at this caption, it says, I don't have to match my gloves.
Wow. That's deep.
Listen, he could be referencing the fact that his Franklins are black and white, or it could be a nod to I don't have to wear red anymore.
But you know what? The good news is Ola Michaelis,
he's
dreaming of him. So, like, that's nice.
I was hoping that you were going to show it, and it was going to just be a picture of him from his childhood where he was rocking out just all Blue Jays gear. Like,
well,
just a childhood photo of him in Blue Jays gear.
So that's the thing, Scott. This Shohei thing, where did the rumor come from that Shohei was potentially going to Toronto? Because
from Shohei himself, apparently.
Well, there were baseball reporters that were like, guys, track this private jet. Shohei Ohtani
but
just left LA.
But that's the thing. Apparently, it came out of Shohei's camp. Like, Shohei's fucking agents like told the reporters, like, oh, hey, he's going to Toronto. He's going to be on this private jet, blah, blah, blah. Tweet this out. Setting the whole thing up so that they could get more money out of the Dodgers. Like, the Dodgers freaked out and like didn't know. They were that secretive. They didn't know what was going on. So they're like, oh shit, fuck it. We'll give you 700.
That's my favorite part of it. Was this story comes out, people are tracking a private plane, they go bananas, like Shohei's on his way to Toronto, he's gonna be a Blue Jay, and then like the press shows up at the airport, and it's the guy from fucking Shark Tank. It was like, it wasn't Shohei Ohtani, it was just a guy from Shark Tank that was like, what the fuck is what's going on here? Hey everybody, yeah, it's me, the one guy from Shark Tank.
I heard even further details about it this morning, where it's just like they were talking about how Yusei Kikuchi has this 50-person sushi dinner set up.
Say who said what about Coochie? You can't just drop a Coochie in there and expect us to not like need a better explanation.
So anyway,
we're waiting.
I wanted to see how long we could cycle through.
Why are you showing up with his first comment of the night? For fuck's sakes.
Sinking in to how awkward and horrible that was for as long as we did was the highlight of this show that we've ever done. That was amazing. God damn. That was so good.
And Rex chiming in. For those listening to the podcast, there was an awkward silence. Capital A, capital S.
Yeah, I know. You have to let them know so that they don't think that the feed just cut out, or like it's like, oh shit, did it freeze? Like, why was it just quiet there for a whole 15 to 20 seconds?
We lost 12 viewers because I think they thought everything just froze.
Holy shit.
Which is excellent because there's more than 12 people or more than 4 people in the chat.
At least Matt recognizes that it was an A+++ pause.
Yes, thank you, Matt Bauer. Man, I had to linger on Mookie for a Give Sarah the rap comment. The comment was for the audio audience. That would be what we would call a pregnant pause. Way to not abort that shit. Thank you, Ohio voters.
Oh shit!
Rex saying this awkward silence is brought to you by Skyline Chili, the only chili to eat when you are sitting in an awkward silence.
I did like the way that Tank put it earlier. Add pyro with the jingle to every Skyline Chili presents Joey Votto at bat.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
So Scott, you're saying about Coochie?
We missed Caesar.
No,
saying,
we're done.
I love charcuterie spreads.
We're done. The whole thing with it's over with. Like the moment has passed, the story is nullified. All because you were. Wait a minute, was this bro coochie?
You really mookied the shit out of that one.